What's up, friends? It's Mr. W here, and I'm with my main man, Coach J.Z, and we're here to tell you which continent has the best athletes. All right, you ready? Okay, on the count of three, we're going to make the announcement. 1, 2, 3.
USA!
Wait, what? European!
USA!
European!
USA!
European!
USA!
It sounds like Coach J.Z is in disagreement with me here, so I think we need to settle this the old-fashioned way. What should we play?
Let's play horse.
How about let's make it a little simpler. 3 rounds. Art. A-R-T. You game?
Game. It's
all right. Get it on. Oh, that was easy.
Oh! Nice.
Oh, swished it.
Womp womp.
Oh, you trying to scare?
Oh!
Up one letter. Let's do it. Woo, look at you, globetrotter. Oh. All right. 8-0. No, sir. A-R. Ooh, trick. Well, I guess that settles that one. Americans it is for now.
USA!
USA. Coach J.Z. wins this one. I will be drawing some A-class athletes from USA in today's cartooning video. Let's give a big shout out to Coach J.Z. Woo! That was fun! All right, now we are going to start today's activity with 4-time NBA champion LeBron James. So let's just get right into it. We're going to go ahead and start with a nose here. I'm going to go a little long and a little bit wide for starting off. We're going to go ahead and kind of tie his eyes in just like that. Get him sort of close. He's got a lot going on up in the forehead, the eyes. We're going to go with a nice thick brow here. So what we're doing with these athletes is that we're really building on top of what we learned in lesson 1, kind of adding an extra layer of detail. So we're going to do something like that to really get that kind of brow fold that we got going on. All right, and we're going to go ahead and add a NBA headband for our 4-time champion, 4-time MVP as well. And we're going to go ahead and just kind of throw that right in there and get a little NBA going on. We're going to want to make sure we put that big old head of hair right in there. Keep the line maybe a little bit bumpy and follow around the edge of that. I'm going to go ahead and tie it in. Get some nice dark color in there. Got a fresh Sharpie today. So that's a pretty exciting feeling for today's cartoons. All right, so I'm just going to kind of work my way over. I'm not worried about coloring it in completely pitched because we're just going to get it all the way around. So we want to kind of catch up on that cheekbone. So I'm going to get that kind of right up in there. And we're going to go with our lips. And our way around. Now, I want to show his teeth in there. So I've drawn these lips. What am I going to do now? I'm going to go ahead and add just a thin layer at the top, thin layer at the bottom. Kind of open his mouth up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Evenly space everything out along there. And then we're going to get ears sticking out. Put that in. We have that like hair turned into beard down by the chin sort of going on. So it's going to kind of define his chin. We're really going to kind of tie that in. I want to extend it a little bit at the bottom. Maybe I want to pull it out a little bit more like that. I can just certainly add to it. So I like to maybe start smaller with some of the details I'm coloring in. And then that way I can kind of go back and sort of add a little bit of fill to them as I'm working. Now, he has that kind of thin mustache that ties everything in. So we're just going to add that at the end. And I go like so. All right, so we got that big face. Now we just kind of want to really make him the current king of basketball. You know, he has a big tower of power. We're going to kind of get his collar wrapped in here. For a jersey, I kind of want to show that kind of like level of detail for a basketball player. So I'm going to extend that. We're going to get something for his arms. Edges there. We're going to kind of tie that jersey in. We're going to make it a big old body. We're just going to kind of stop there with the shorts, and we want to get some of those details in the arms. We're going to add something like that, and just kind of spread his fingers out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and get that arm sleeve. Get that arm sleeve going on. And then going up top, we're going to give our little level of humor. You know, Mickey Mouse says, love yourself, laugh at yourself a little bit. All right, so we're going to get that sort of bracelet in there. And we're going to get him holding the basketball as if it's, you know, the size of a baseball. We're going to dunk it in the hoop. All right, and we're kind of going to be holding it with an index finger. We're just kind of hugging that basketball as he's flying through the air. I like that number 23. And we're just going to be kind of dropping it into this hoop right here. Bring that back around. Get a certain level of detail. Down the front. Down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back on. Just add a little bit in there. 5, 6, 7, 8. Kind of get that real hoop sensation going on. And a little backboard action, like so. And extend it. Touch it, you know, make it look sort of fun. Extra paint back there. And we're going to make him the king. So, we got the top, we've got the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and put his name on his jersey, LeBron 23. And that is today's first athlete. Go ahead and find some room to sign it. Hope you all enjoyed LeBron James, and let's see what. Welcome back. Now we are going to be discovering America's pastime, and that is baseball. We're going to be drawing 8-time Silver Slugger, the man Mike Trout. So we're going to go ahead and start with our nose as always, and we're going to go just a little wide there. He has a nice little squint to his eyes, so we're just going to kind of extenuate that through our drawing and go ahead and add eyebrows a little bit separated, just kind of thicken them up so you can differentiate between the two. Now, the cool thing we're going to do here is a mohawk kind of popping out with a hat on top. So that's going to be one of our key details, as well as a little surprise for y'all at the end. So we're going to go ahead and start with a ear, pretty straightforward like that. And we're going to work up our hairline with our hat. Now, right about there, we're going to stop. We're going to let the mohawk kind of take over. So the mohawk's going to cut in like so to about the center of his head and go outward. out a little bit towards the edge. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to box out that mohawk. So here we have it kind of busting out of the hat, and then we have it kind of moving forward like so. And then the hair just kind of shortens along the edge right here. So in order to get that, we're just going to kind of darken it up. All right, kind of closes up that space. Then we're going to really work the mohawk in. But what I want to go ahead and do is just get the arc in the hat going. All right, so there's the big arc in the front of the hat. It would go like that. It's okay that I drew into the mohawk because I'm going to be coloring on that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw that cap back like this. And we can put a big A for Angels right at the top. We're not going to put it on his jersey. We're going to use that space for his name. We'll go ahead and throw that in there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of go back and forth on the mohawk to create that line of movement that all of this hair is sort of going upward, kind of like a flame. So this is a chance for like maybe a thick marker or something like that would come in handy. And then he has this kind of split in his mohawk where his hair kind of picks up a little bit, kind of like it does on the other side. But there is that nice defined line. You can really say, all right, that's my Trout. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of touch up in there. And that's a pretty awesome mohawk. I'm pretty happy with that. So, we're going to go ahead and put a nice big grin on his face. You know, 8-time Silver Slugger, that's got to be something to be happy about. Nice big grin. And put that right in there. Go ahead and get those teeth. Kind of ear to ear, nice, pearly white, just like that. All right, then we're going to move down. We're going to let the chin kind of pop the neck out a little bit. We're going to get that bottom kind of pulling in. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit of an extension to the neck. Now, for baseball, a little detail we want is that kind of cut in neck in the jersey. So we're just going to do a real simple version of that. It's kind of like our halo with a little something extra. Maybe kind of looks like Van Halen or Weezer or Wonder Woman, something like that. So what I'm going to do at this point is I want him holding a bat over here and tossing up a ball. So in order to get him holding up a bat, we're going to go ahead and we're going to create kind of like a thumb space here and a hand. All right, we're just going to go cartoony. So we're not being too true to exactly how perfect this would all look, all right? So I'm getting the grip right in there. We're going to have the back kind of come up. I'm going to make the back kind of bend a little bit, make it a little bit fat, make it a little bit fun. Wrap the hand around like so, and then just kind of tuck the arm up in there, get a little sleeve going, and attach it to him. So the whole goal is the cartoon. It's just supposed to look fun. You're just supposed to get the idea of what everything looks like and not worry so much about perfection and anatomical details being accurate so much as somebody can tell what's going on. That's going to be what catches their eyes. So we're going to go ahead and throw his arm up in here and make it nice and thick. And he's tossing the ball up. All right. And throw his hand, get that baseball, like he's just going to pop it up and hit it out of the park real fast. All right, we'll pop that in there. And then we're just going to go ahead and fill in his jersey. T-R-O-U-T. There is our main man, Mike Trout. And I might well just put him sitting at home plate, put a little something like that in there. Make some lines going out this way. Lines going out this way, a little base over here, kind of draw out that ballpark, something like that. So let's go ahead and always sign our work. I got a nice orange going for this one of my ultimate signature colors. We'll work it in right there. And that's it for our national pastime superhero of the day, Mike Trout. And let's see. So we're going to wrap up our American pastime by doing the NFL, which is the National Football League. But I think it should be called the NTL, which is the National Throwball League, because that's really all that they do with it. So anyway, we're going to go ahead, and that is the wrong Sharpie. We're going to go ahead and start with this fresh one I've been using today. And we're just going to go ahead and go long, a little wide with the nose, not too wide. And eyes with a slight curve. A little opening, you know, not super tight, but not super loose. And we're going to give him a significant eyebrow here. So we're working on Patrick Mahomes, by the way, from Kansas City. So if the first 3 clues didn't give it away, I think the rest of it will. So let's go ahead and work on our ears right here. We're just going to do nice, simple, straight up ear. We're going to work our way with a little bit of short hair, and then we're going to go across the forehead with a headband. Now, the headband's going to start over here, and it's going to go a little bit past the sideburn and come up. So that's going to kind of tie the hair in right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to start doing this kind of like mini curl sort of thing coming over. All right, and then as we get to the outside, it's going to kind of go out a little bit, and it's going to come back in a little bit. And we're going to sort of do the same thing over here. Hair coming out a little bit, in, out, in, out, in. You know, I get it a little bit on the table, but, you know, that's really what makes the artwork look great. All right, so next thing we're going to do is a nice, his lip. We got kind of a defined lip, so we're going to go up in the middle, but not too much, okay? And we're going to kind of tie that lip in, and we're going to get his mouth open a bit, and then we're going to kind of enhance the lip in the bottom. So we got that kind of coming out for us. More of the front teeth showing, or the top teeth, I guess, if you will. So we're going to kind of go a little bit higher up on our spacing with the line to get that in there. We're going to add a nice prominent grin, and we're going to have kind of a sharp chin, so we're going to pick the chin up like that. Now, we got some fun little action going on the bottom of the chin. I don't know, it's like this little mini goatee thing, and a little mustache kind of like turn out like that. So I'm going to make a little touch of thin hair there, so I just kind of adding lines going on top of what I'm doing. Now, we're going to go ahead and kind of push the neck a little bit and bring that down. Now, he usually wears a nice, you know, you get that snow in Kansas City, so you got that long underwear kind of jersey going on. Just go ahead and throw a KC in there. All right. Give a little respect to home. And drop that football jersey and kind of pump up the shoulders with a pad. So we're going to make that extra little bump right there. And then a football jersey, usually it kind of comes in like that. All right, we're going to go ahead and do him just kind of, he's cocking the football back, probably in the most awkward way. That's what's going to make the cartoon so much fun. So if you know Mahomes, he's got a very unique throwing style. So it doesn't surprise me that we're going to decide to draw him like this, in this fairly awkward-looking fashion with how he's holding the football. We're going to go ahead and get his name on the jersey at the bottom. And E and S. All right, so there we go. We have Patrick Mahomes from the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to go ahead and throw our signature in there. Boom, boom. And that is the end of our NFL draft drawing. Have a wonderful afternoon. Right, for this next video, we're going to be drawing Dakota Schuetz, who, if you don't know who he is an American professional freestyle scooter rider. He's a 3-time ISA scooter champion. In addition to winning several contests, he's only one of 2 competitors who have completed all 40 tricks in tricknology. So, we're going to go ahead and get started with a couple prominent features. We all know that big smile and that big brow, and he's always got that hat kind of tucked over his ears and that nice stud in the earring. So we're going to have a few extra features today. We're going to go ahead and start with that long kind of pointed out nose. All right, start there. I'm going to go ahead and make a couple kind of rectangle bricks for my brow here to really show that feature off well. Go ahead and do a couple simple eyes right there, keeping his eyes on the competition. And we're going to do his hat. So I'm going to go ahead and start right up here. And we're going to turn forward with the brim. Get a little kind of curved rainbow action right like that. And then we're going to take the back end of the hat and take it around to our starting point. All right, the next step we're going to do is we're going to work our way down to the ears, kind of tuck them into the hat slightly and get that nice stud and a little bit of touch of hair going in underneath. Now, as we come down, we want to get that really prominent smile, so I'm going to start about half my mouth, get those big pearly whites in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then continue around to the other side with that big happy smile, coming around with that prominent chin and cheeks, just like so. Get the neck connected to everything. And for today's video, we're going to add a real special feature for a world champion here. So I'm going to go ahead and add a shoulder here and a shoulder here. But we're going to go ahead and start by putting a little hand on our handlebars, working that kind of around like so. So this might be, a fun little thing to add along to your drawing as well. We're going to get that arm kind of coming up, and we'll get a short sleeve going here. On the opposite side, we're going to come around, get that handlebar turning out, get another hand worked in here. 1, 2, 3. Don't have to have every finger and drawn perfectly or anything like that. Remember, this is a cartoon, so there's going to be lots of fun nuances to make them a little bit more fun and exciting. All right, and then we're just going to kind of drop that down there and go ahead and add our name. So we're going to move around upside down with a nice K-O-T-A. And there you go, our world champion, Dakota Schuetz. Get our signature up on the bottom. And that is going to be it.